Please continue to lend us your strength and your wisdom to do our highest and best. Amen. Please be seated. Our next hymn will be on page 123, Celebrate Life. Jamie? Located on the handout are declarations of principles. Please join with me in reciting these principles together. We believe in infinite intelligence. We believe that the phenomena of nature, both physical and spiritual, are the expressions of infinite intelligence. We affirm that a correct understanding of such expression and living in accordance therewith constitute true religion. We affirm that the existence and personal identity of the individual continue after the change called death. We affirm that communication with the so-called dead is in fact scientifically proven by the phenomena of spiritualism. We believe that the highest morality is contained in the golden rule. Whatsoever ye would that others should do unto you, do ye also unto them. We affirm the moral responsibility of the individual, and that he makes his own happiness or unhappiness as he obeys or disobeys nature's physical and spiritual laws. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any human soul here or hereafter. We affirm that the precepts of prophecy and healing contained in the Bible are divine attributes proven through mediumship. If you would please go to the handout and recite with me the healing prayer. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God. Now, if you would join me in a guided meditation. If you of everything, please. Sit comfortably in your chair. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, in this space, you are by a nice is flowing. You can smell the fresh herbs and trees and plants all around you. You can hear the buzzing of the bugs and possibly the scurrying of animals about. The river is inviting you to sit next to it, to take a moment. You feel the welcoming flow of the river. As you walk closer, you find a nice, comfortable spot. Not too shady, but not too bright. You take a deep breath in, and you finally settle down. As you listen to the water flowing, let any thoughts just go with the flow. In and out, just let it flow out. This is a moment for you to just settle. Quiet the mind. Quiet the body. And as you relax deeper and deeper, you feel your inner spark, that warmth, that glow, just calling to be let out. Let it grow within you. As it grows, you feel it healing you. A nice swirl coming from your heart center all around. It knows where it needs to go. It knows what needs to be healed. Give it this time to heal you. Breathe deeply and let it get stronger. As you breathe out, the healing light is also surrounding you on the outside. As it swirls around, you're feeling the life force from the outer world, from this space, from this natural space, touching you, loving you, wanting to help with the healing, both inside and out. Just let it grow. As you take another deep breath in and let it out, you're feeling yourself become one, becoming refreshed. You're feeling the healing love, not just from Mother Earth, but from the whole of the universe. This healing is helping you remember that you are so much, very much, an important part of this great and wonderful cosmos. As you breathe, you start to feel something familiar. You open your eyes slowly and you look around, wondering, what could that be? As you look down the river, you see this sparkling light coming towards you. It's beautiful shimmer, showing you and sending love and healing. As it gets closer, it's starting to form into someone more familiar. A loved one that has never left your side. A loved one that wants to remember and wants you to remember that we are one and we are all love. They come to sit next to you, and with warm embraces, the love just gets so powerful that you allow it to emanate out. Take a second. Have a conversation with this loved one. As you exchange a warm discussion, you laugh, make jokes. Let that laugh out. That only raises a vibration, not just where you are, but here in this room. Now, you're ready to get up and just walk down the river with your friend, hand in hand, looking to explore what's around. As you explore, there are butterflies Like, oh, there goes a dragon by, zipping by. What does it mean? Transformation, the beauty of love coming out from within. But honestly, it's just such a beautiful day, a beautiful moment. All you can do is breathe and relax. Your friend reminds you, you can always have these moments because they will always be with you. You are a powerful spiritual being. Don't hide your light. Let it out. Because everyone needs it. Everyone needs you. Even when you doubt it. That love is always shared and felt. Whether you're with whomever you love or not. Take another deep breath in, hold it at the top, and let it out. No more stress. No more pain. Only love. Just remember, you will always be loved, and you are loved. And the universe is grateful for you taking the time and being here and sharing it. As you walk further down, it is time for you to start coming back. Your loved one turns to you and hugs you and gives you a big kiss. You'll always have them, and you'll always have this moment. As you watch them walk away, you take a deep breath. And as you let it out, you start wiggling your fingers and your toes just to bring yourself back to this room, to this wonderful temple. Thank you for taking the time and sharing this moment with us. Is everyone back? Thank you, everyone. Our next hymn will be on page Thank you, Jamie. Now, if I may introduce to give healing papers.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being here today. We're here to take a few minutes here to give Ms. Lori Carter her certification. She's spent a lot of time in our student program, and in this program, graduation is granted when you provide evidence of being prepared to practice the arts and skills of a spiritualist healer. This evidence is more than spending a certain length of time in training and completing designated coursework. In addition to the hours and the curriculum, one needs to show evidence of spiritual, mental, and emotional maturity that can be supported by judgment of teachers, certifying evaluator meetings and recommendations, and applicants for the healing certification must satisfy to the committees and the Board of Trustees that either through their innate powers or through their mediumship are able to cure or relieve human ailments by being a channel for healing energy. And Reverend Lewis, as her certifying evaluator, can you confirm or deny that she has met all the requirements?
Oh, God. Oh, yeah.
Do you want to
Yes,
say?
yes.
You say?
I appreciate Lori being my student. I know she's tried to work very hard to get to where she is, and she's gone through a lot of the program to get here, a little blend here. But she...
Thank you.
So, Lori, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of Southern Cassadaga Spiritualist Camp Meeting Association, I'm proud and honored to give you this certificate.
Thank you so much. Thank
Congratulations. You want to start?
All right. Yay. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Reverend. All right. Well, it is my privilege to introduce our newly certified healer, medium, teacher, and dedicated writer, Lori Carter.
And so, as she said, and that was a beautiful meditation, by the way, thank you. I write my talks, practice them before I arrive. While doing that, I rewrite. And here my talk is in this folder, right here. And form. So here I am. So I'm so pleased to be here in Colby Memorial Temple again. Yay! First, I'd like to thank my current CE, the Reverend Dr. Lewis Gates. Yeah, he saved me. I do need saving every once in a while. He has who goes to his classes, his workshops, or even comes here to church. And so I thank you very much, Reverend Lou. If you get a chance, go to one of those classes or workshops and find out for yourself. So this is not me becoming a certified medium, which happened in 2016. And it took me 5 CEs to get through that. And that was supposed to be a joke, y'all. You can laugh here. So incidentally, a CE is a person who takes you on as a student and guides you through the program. And this time it only took 2 CEs, so I'm very proud of myself. I do have to say thank you very much to Marla Churnside, who was my first certifying evaluator. She came out when I was doing the healing services and Wednesday night and Sunday during Sunday service. And she helped me with my 6-month reports too. Those things are not easy. She's a fabulous little healer and a great little medium as well. Thank you, Marla Churnside. And so I want to thank the Education and Certification Committees and of course the Board of Trustees. I've always been a healer but didn't always know it. On my healing journey, I met some pretty amazing healers and studied under them. Early on in my journey, I got a short reading from the Reverend Ben Cox, who is now on the higher side of life. He asked to hold my hand, so I gave him my hands, and in a moment he proclaimed that I had healing hands. And then he asked, has anyone ever told you that? I thought back to a time in my childhood when I used to rub my auntie's feet and ankles. She lived upstairs from us, and Auntie would call my dad and ask if I could come up. I never wanted to. She finally would offer to pay me $0.25, which I was like, I need that money. And so I was probably 6 or 7 years old, and every time my auntie would say, your hands are so warm, they're so hot, you have healing hands. And I didn't really think much of it then. I just wanted that $0.25 to go and buy candy. Yeah, and some things never change. So another influential person in my life was and is, and so my daughter is back there cracking up if you haven't heard her yet. But another influential person in my life was and is the Reverend Mary Rose Gray, now also on the higher side of life. I received my first and second Reiki Attunements from her. When my father graduated from this side of life, I pretty much made myself sick for a better part of the year. I finally realized it and set the intention to heal myself. It's when I received my Reiki Attunements. And wow, those were amazing experiences, the whole. And in case you don't know, and you might be a little interested, we do have a Reiki Healing Circle the second and fourth Friday of the month starting at 7 p.m. up in the Slater House. It's been going on for at least 20 years, I'm going to guess. But if you think you are a healer or you might want to check it out, it's a good place to go and see. With my hands-on experience, Marie Gates, I'm so glad you're here today, Marie. Marie Gates was and still is very influential in guiding me through my healing journey. She introduced me to my healing guide in class many years ago. She was my first healing teacher. I believe I did 3 rounds of classes with her back when I was in the student mediumship program. And she actually introduced me to my healing guide. Yeah. And more recently, the Reverend Dr. Phil DeLong shared his teachings with me. I sat in 3 rounds of classes with him for 10 to 12 weeks in each round. I learned a lot from him, and thank you to all of you, really. So when I need healing, and guess what, folks? Healers do need healing. So do mediums. When I needed healing myself, I went to Marie Gates, and I went to the Reverend Dr. Suzanne DeWeese. Thank you all. And of course, I must thank Cassadaga Spiritualist Camp for being here, and our Board of Trustees. Our Board of Trustees brought us through these trying times in the last couple of years. When I started the healing program, we were doing healings in the Wednesday service, in the Sunday service, and thinking about opening the gazebo. Well, about a year and a half into the program, things changed. And so I would go to the Thursday healing meditation to do distance healing then, so I could still practice. And the curriculum kind of changed a little bit. And finally, I asked the Board of Trustees, because why? I'm in the healing program, and spiritualism is about hands-on healing as well, as mediumship and other things. And they decided that we could come out and start healing again. With restrictions, we wore masks and we cleansed our hands after each healing with cleansing cream. And so, and it didn't take long for the word to spread either. So right now, we're back to where we're not offering healing, hands-on healing, and it's okay, because will be back in our services eventually, and the healing gazebo. And I'm excited for that to come. So in case you didn't know, a healer is a conduit of the healing energies directed to the recipients for possible healing body, mind, and spirit. Yes, I say possible. For healing to occur, many components must come together. The recipient should have the mindset that hands-on healing can heal. If the recipient does not believe a healing can occur, there's still a slight little chance that it could. Why? Because all healing is in divine order, and it's true. At one point, I like to tell this little story, and I'm a writer. I feel bad for my family, I really do. And so at one point, I took in one of my daughter's canines, a 15-year-old corgi named Dante. He stayed in my place for about a month. And he and I, we took to the streets, started walking, and he got in some really good shape. He developed a hot spot on his back leg, and I willed that thing to heal over and over again. I got different types of medicine. He even wore the cone for a couple of weeks. That sore would not go away. My daughter finally found a friend who had a much younger corgi who would take our Dante in. I spoke to him before he left, and I told him he was going on a great adventure and he was going to have a good time. And so in his new place, he walked in like he owned it and he was the king of it. I love that. Dante and the family actually adore Dante more than their own dog. But Dante's sore healed up soon after his arrival. These days, and when he is getting into trouble, he'll start barking to inform the owners. Don't you love that? And so the point of this, our own emotions, our own feelings, our ego, get them out of the way to allow healing to occur. And the person receiving the healing might want something specifically healed and something else get healed. Nothing. Again, decide how, when, or if it happens. That it can happen. I don't know about you, but I'm on not heal what is at the core. Again, becoming aware of trigger points will help you to redirect your energy. Perhaps even see a therapist if you need to. We all need help every once in a while. Did you know that a medium is a healer? Yeah. Mediums heal body, mind, spirit through connecting with spirit during readings, bringing loved ones through and giving them life guidance they share. Spirit and I have helped so many people through the years just here in Cassadaga, and I am so grateful for that. To be able to help others house, get our oil changed, do our laundry. Oh, and wouldn't a vacation be great? I would love that. And so please be patient. Yes, we are all in service of others, but we must take care of ourselves to do that. A lot of you are healers here and out there today. Take care of yourself, recharge your batteries, get to nature, the springs, the beach. What a beautiful day. I think I might have to go to the beach later and recharge. When I have realizations about myself, I like to share with others. Why? Because it can help them on their healing journey in similar situations. Whew. A lot of what needs healing within me and in most of us were things that happened to us when we were children. And I said it for years. My parents did the best they could. And guess what? They did. But did I really mean it when I said it? We have to heal the child within, not the adult standing or sitting here. When I was a kid, I told the line I had to be perfect at every single thing that I did. If I didn't, there would be heck to pay. So these days, when I let my head take over, and trust me, it's not pretty. Did I mention I'm a writer? How many ways could that mosquito get out of that bag? Let me just write the ways. I won't share it with y'all. So when I get inside of my head, I think someone is out to get me because I didn't do exactly the right thing at the right moment. Guess what? A couple of weeks ago, I recognized what was actually happening. And I called my friend who listened to me while I talked myself off the ledge. Yep, I did it myself with a little help from my friend, and I love that. Good friends are beautiful. When we heal ourselves, our vibration changes. Loved ones around us might not like it because they're used to the vibration that we were. Don't worry about it. Keep the change. People around you will become accustomed to your new vibration, or they won't. When you make change, some people will have to go so that others can come in to assist in moving to the next level. When we heal ourselves, we heal the whole, the one that we truly are. You know, before you get out of bed in the morning or whenever you wake up, send healing to the universe. Just say, Mother, Father, God, Infinite Spirit. Send healing in the healers in the universe. Send healing to all of humanity, the plant kingdom, the animal kingdom, the mineral kingdom. All of those are alive. So be it. Imagine if each and every one of us did that. We could really make a change and help. They say we can heal ourselves. When you're lying in bed at night, again, put your hands on your chest, your stomach, your legs, wherever it's comfortable, and ask for the healers of the universe to assist you in healing your body, mind, and spirit. And believe that you are receiving that healing. Yeah. All right, I lose my track, but I'm still on it. Healing the body. Watch what you eat, drink water, and exercise. Oh yeah, we all got to do that, right? Sweets, I love them. They don't love us, any of us. Do your best to be mindful of what you're putting into your mouth. And I'm just going to say right here and now and repeat it again. We're having cake later, and it's chocolate with chocolate icing. Healing the mind. Self-talk. Stop the negative self-talk. Prosperity affirmations. Stop are a good thing to use, you know. Stop putting yourself in situations that do not align with yourself or your beliefs. You know what's super good for healing? Crying. Sometimes all we really need is a good old-fashioned cry. And I gotta say, Reverend Lou Gates has seen me cry, and he says I'm the ugliest crier he's ever seen. And so, you know, I wonder, I gotta practice that and maybe just do it at the drop of the hat, just to get him. And see, I don't even think he heard it. So yeah, crying. First, it detoxifies the body. A continuous stream of tears is mostly water, and emotional tears contain stress hormones and other toxins. And, you know, I actually looked that up somewhere, and I was such a bad reporter, I forgot to write it down. And so the second is it helps self-soothe, it dulls pain, it improves the mood, it rallies support, it helps you recover from grief, and it restores emotional balance. So on the other end of that, laughter is always a great healer as well. Did you hear this one? There was a viewing at a funeral, and two friends were approaching the casket. They overheard the people in front of them saying what a wonderful man that person was. And the one friend said to the other, I hope people remember me. They'll say that I was a fabulous husband, a great father, always lent a hand in the community. What would people, and he said to the guy, what what would you want people to say about you? And his friend pointed and said, look, he's still breathing. Yeah. And so Colby Memorial Temple had been closed for almost 2 years. And during that time, I'm glad you guys thought that was funny. Thank you so much. I'll pay you later. And so Colby Memorial Temple being closed for the last 2 years. I am so happy that we are here. I missed it so much. It's interesting. When I was in the mediumship program, there was a difference for me when I was doing message work here and up in the Andrew Jackson Davis Educational Building. I love doing message work here. This platform has an amazing energy. And I have to say, the spirit helpers, I have to wonder, are they different here and are they different up in the HAD building? But I have to say, the spirits probably did not stay here for 2 years waiting for us to reopen. So I feel like they were actually commingling. And you know, I feel like they brought healing to both of the buildings in this entire camp. I know it has for me, because now I love doing message work in both areas. You know, and I've also heard from a couple of historic tour guides that when they were doing the tours, when the Colby Temple was closed, sometimes when they get closer to Colby, the doors would rattle, like they wanted to open up and let people in. I love that. So we're here, and we're here to stay. So the natural laws around healing include cause and effect, law of attraction, law of vibration, law of forgiveness. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. Take care of yourself. Slow down. If you don't, spirit will make you slow down. What brings joy to you? Do more of that. Honor yourself. Time out. Quality of people around you. Be aware of that. Just be free. Bring more of that into your life. Speaking of joy, another little story I have here today. I am a new first-time Grammy, and my daughter is back there with my grandson. He's sleeping. And so I have to share a fun story about distance healing. I sent distance healing to my daughter while she was pregnant several times because she got really bad headaches. The one I really like to share is when I was getting ready to go to a Wednesday night message service. It was the 28th of July. And I was going to a Wednesday night message service to heal. And I sent my daughter a text, and she responded that she was laying down because she had a headache. So I said, okay, I'll send you healing, honey. So I sit in the chair, I start healing around her head, and all of a sudden my hands start going like this. I'm like, oh, wow, what's going on there? And then I saw the little guy going up and down, and I'm like, whew. I'm like, so I talked to my spirit friends, Ashley, Mary Rose, and Reverend Ben, and I said, you guys need to go and help Sydney and go heal her. And so the next day, I found out that she had been in labor, and that I the text. So I did get to be part of the labor anyway. Haha. And so I love that. Home birth. This is her first child, obviously, and was in labor for less than 5 hours. Don't you love that? Thank you, Spirit. So this finally brings me to a couple of our principles. We affirm the moral responsibility of the individual in that he makes his own happiness or unhappiness as he obeys or disobeys nature's. And no matter what has happened in your life, my life, there is always healing available, which does bring about change. We affirm that the doorway to reformation is never closed against any human soul, here or hereafter. And it's fun, my 5th CE in the mediumship program, Reverend Nick Sarant, I got this from him. Bottom line, you ask for healing, you receive the healing, you believe you are healed, and finally, you thank Spirit for the healing. And I'd like to close with the spiritual healing prayer. And everyone, lightly close your eyelids and gather that healing white light within each of us and within each of you. And I'm going to recite the prayer. If you'd like to say it with me, that's fine. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and the power of God. And so I thank you so very much for your time today, and thank you, Spirit.
Thank you, Lori. Okay. We will have a musical interlude by Jamie Osmond. Thank you, Jamie. Yes. Our message bearer for our demonstration of spirit of service will be Pauline Gold. Next Sunday, 9/12. The speaker is Reverend Bonnie Darby. Sunday Lyceum speaker will be Julio Varela. Every Sunday, we have Adult Lyceum, also known as Sunday School, from 9:30 to 10:15 a.m., right here in the Colby Temple. To participate in absentee healing, please print the name and first initial of the last name of a loved one, friend, or even a pet in our healing book at the left corner of Colby Temple. Flyers for camp events are at the back of the temple. We have activities calendar and a church bulletin. We have the activities calendar, the church bulletin, your hymnal, for you to take home and to give to a friend. Show and tell. For other announcements, please check the flyers and online calendar for the upcoming events for the coming weeks. The House of Mediumship workshop today, Sunday, September 5th from 2 to 4 p.m. It will be $25 and it will be in the Andrew Jackson Davis building. This will be presented by Reverend Dr. Lewis Gates. Discover the clairs and how they pertain to you. Learn intimately the continuation and evidence of our souls, our process, and our journey. He covers all steps of conducting a mediumship reading, practice, and conduct your own mediumship readings. Bless you. Build a solid foundation of experience upon completion of this class, covering what you need to know to do mediumship work. Our website, Cassadaga.org, also has the monthly information as well as other upcoming events. At this time, we'd like to thank our live stream viewers for joining us today, and we look forward to spending